Hi, and welcome to us at Into the New. I'm Karin.
I am Nicholas, and Jessica is not with us on this video.
So today we would like to give you a short introduction of center of gravity within the vertical development.
At this stage, you're probably familiar to this picture. The vertical stages, ranging from opportunist up to alchemical and beyond. Today we're going to introduce, as you said, Karin, what is the center of gravity and what is a trigger?
Yeah, so my center of gravity is where I spend most of my time within this map. I may, for example, have my center of gravity in achiever, and then being the optimizer, having the perspective on myself, on others, on the world, will be the achiever's perspective. And that is where I will spend most of my time. And those traits will be the most obvious ones for myself and for others.
So that's where I construct my reality from, you can say.
Exactly.
But still, I hold all my previous stages as well. And may have even later stages available at times.
Yes. And the most obvious is usually the previous state. So for an achiever, the expert state is often also visible, both to yourself and to others, because that is the closest one. But you could also, of course, show earlier stages as well, like expert, diplomat, opportunist, and also being triggered by external events, other persons, and sometimes kind of feel hijacked by an earlier stage that you're not used to within your center of gravity today.
Feeling hijacked. When you're triggered by an event, many of us have a default fallback or default trigger state. Many years back, and for many years, the diplomat was my default triggered fallback state, avoiding conflict. When I 2 years ago asked Bill Torbert to make the best conditions for your own development, what would you say is important? And I said, well, 3 things, I would say, Nicholas. Know the map. Know how we develop as human beings. Know your center of gravity. Know from where you normally view the world, from what stage you normally create your reality. And know where you are in this very moment. Are you right now triggered to an earlier state? Or are you right now in a peak experience at a later stage, where you have access to other traits and other ways to view the world? By knowing the map, knowing your center of gravity, and cultivating your self-awareness, so you know from where are you acting right now, you build a great foundation for your own self-integration and self-development.
That also puts the light on the fact that we are, of course, moving along this spectrum throughout the day, the week, our lives. And the more integrated we are, the more choices we actually have from which stage to respond, or to which goal or strength that we can use in a specific situation.
Yeah, that's interesting. A later dialogue with Bill, he explained that people develop to a later stage are triggered to earlier stages far more often than people at earlier stages. But at later stages, you are triggered down and stay there only for a short period of time. It can be seconds, minutes, hours. As if you're triggered down to get the information that you need of what do I need right now? What are my needs?
Mm.
And then you can use that information at a later stage. As when you are in an earlier stage, you get triggered and you get stuck there for longer. It can be about weeks being triggered and stuck in the opportunist, Bill said. And that's not so pleasant. So throughout our adult development evolution, we minimize the time being stuck in earlier stages and evolve to seeing the world from the later stage with full access to the earlier stages as they integrate.
Yes. I think that's a pretty good introduction. Do you have anything else you would like to add?
I think that's good. Enough for now.
Enough for now.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
See you soon.
Bye.